Well, it's a long day, but not getting much done. So, here's the 17-inch Acer over here. I checked the programs that are in this, and I can use these programs. Well, basically, they're the same program, so it doesn't make a difference. I cleaned up a lot of the email addresses. I don't need, I only need 2 email addresses in this one that are different from one of them in this one. This one has an email address in it that says shop. Alright, so if I want to send something back and forth, I can. Eventually, I'm going to put in a maybe a 1 or 2 TIG hard drive wireless into the house so that we can just load it back and forth. I got a BEA agent calling me. I don't feel like talking to him. Anyway, so that's that. So this one, which is the gateway, is going to go over here because it's smaller and it's not going to take up a whole lot of room. So that's where we're going to be at with that. So kind of getting there. Now, what I did was I put a ground strap here, a fuse box there. That's tied into this 55 amp power supply down here. I tied up another ground strap here so I can just attach to it if I want with a set of alligator clips. So that if I just have to ground something real quick, I can. I may hook up another one over on this side for power. I don't know yet. I mean, I don't want to go crazy. I don't need too much going on right now. Once I settle in and get things where I need them, then I'll start kind of like, where do I need what? Alright, and how much of it I actually need. So that is done. As far as the TVs go, depending on the picture, the program, well, it depends on the picture, believe it or not. Like right now, that commercial looks better up here than down there. But sometimes some of the programs, the people bleach out on up here, even if I put the contrast down, where on that one they don't. So I don't know. If I do keep this one, it's only because it's got the DVD player in it and the radio and the clock. But we'll see what happens. Again, I'm going to let those run for a few more days. It's no big deal. And we'll see what happens with that. Let me turn that off. I don't need that on. Other than that, that's about it. What did I do today? Oh, I did some more of that. I got to paint the top part yet. I picked up more paint, as you can see. I added another vibrator to the gun cleaner. So I'll try that tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to put this into the van. So at least I'll have that much of it done. I ordered the Yaesu 8900R, but that's probably not going to be in for a few days. So we'll see what happens with that. I got to get my cousin over here. My cousin is a arborist, and he has a couple of 65-foot cherry pickers, or at least he can climb. He's a climber. What I need to do is I need to run a long wire. Now see, I can put the harness on and start climbing and just keep strapping myself in as I go up. So if I fall, I'm only going to fall a few feet. And I just noticed there's a branch up there that's falling off. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. See it right there? See how it's going cockeyed? So, but anyway, I have to get a wire, or not so much a wire, but I gotta get a nylon rope up as high as I can into that tree, but yet somewhat stable. So I can go up as high as maybe a 3-inch branch, a 3-inch, part of the tree. So that'll take me up quite a bit. Then I have to go all the way across, either up into one of those big ones over there, or way out yonder into one of those way over there. Now, I can get longer if I go that way, but I can gain height if I go this way. So I'm thinking about going with the height and see what happens. If not, I can still run over there. I'm going to measure it out to see, but I got to get either him over here to climb up this thing, or with his cherry picker to hook up some nylon rope and some pulleys for me, and then I can be all set because I can wire it after that. I can try shooting things up there using the arrow. I've got the gun, you know, for shooting arrows, but then you got to deal with all the branches in between and try to get them. I can strap the harness on. Where the hell is it? I got a harness around here someplace for climbing. And like I say, go up myself, you know, and you know, climb the tree. And if I lose my footing, like I say, I'm only going to fall a few feet if I'm strapped to the tree. I just don't know if I feel up to that right now. Still being a little dizzy. Maybe in March after I see the doctor. But if I can get my cousin over here, it'll make it a lot easier with the cherry picker. I mean, he can just drive back here with the damn thing and it's done, you know. So, but anyway, that's where the long wire is going to go for the radio once I order one, and we'll see what happens there. But other than that, I'm just kind of like putzing around out here, just killing a little time. It's 4:30, so I'm going to get ready and go in. We got heat kicking out over here like crazy. I may spray that one more coat before I go in, so tomorrow it's done. I don't have to worry about it. This, believe it or not, is it's a paint, but it's a lubricating paint, if you know what I mean. They call it Easy Slide. It's a graphite-based coating, dry film lubricant, friction-reducing paint. So it's a paint apparently with graphite in it. Now I used it as a lubricant because I was cutting this rubber and it was binding up on the saw blade. So I sprayed a little of this on the blade as I went along. And as you can see, I got a little too much here. So I mean, it sprays like a paint. I'm going to spray this on something tomorrow just to see exactly what it's supposed to be, because I mean it tells you, but it doesn't tell you, if you know what I mean. So, but other than that, I didn't have a chance to play with the torch today, which I wanted to. I wanted to do a little brazing, but that's not going to work today. You know, when I had my 50 Chevy that I was building back a few years ago, YouTube wasn't around back then, but when I was building my 50 Chevy, I pulled all the chrome off it, and I ended up running out of wire as far as it goes for welding. So the only thing I had left, because I wanted to get some of the holes filled in where chrome was screwed into, was coat hangers and a torch. So what I did was I used the coat hangers as brazing rod, and I filled in all the holes with the coat hanger and the torch. You know, basically brazing it. So if I have metal coat hangers, I can use those for a lot. They work. You know, you don't really need to have brazing rod in a pinch. But then I sold the 50 Chevy. Yeah, and then I had a 37 Dodge Club Coupe with a rumble seat. Started to get that chopped, had it running good. Then ended up selling that. Then my Super Bee was the car. So I missed the Super Bee. I mixed. Oh, and a 61 Plymouth with a 413 with crossed induction. As far as it goes, the manifold on the cross induction looked like a spider. The left side of the manifold came over to the right front wheel, and the right manifold came over to the left front wheel, and over each front wheel I had a 4-barrel carburetor. That one I used to take up to the drag strip as well. That was a fast car. But other than that, I don't know how I got on that. Oh, I was talking about brazing. So if I see a car laying around someplace that I feel I can just start chopping out of, I may do it. I'm seriously thinking of looking for an old station wagon and chop out the rear doors and just make it short. I don't know yet. It's not a big deal to do it, believe it. I mean, all you got to do is just do another dry shaft, but cutting it off and welding it back together and throwing some Bondo in it, and it's not a big job, believe it or not. So, but anyway, let me do what I got to do, guys. Sorry, I don't want to start running up video time on you.